Hey guys, it's Hudson from Evolve Social. Today I'm going to talk about 4 things that are fucking up your Tinder conversations. So number 1 is not replying back quick enough. Now this may be surprising to a lot of you. A lot of you think if you text back straight away, you'll come across as needy, creepy. The reality is, if you're not needy and the way you text isn't needy, it doesn't fucking matter, okay? Now what you don't want to have is conversations that go on days and days, hours and hours with no response. Okay, your conversations will just fizzle out, lose momentum, okay? So number 2, double and triple texting too soon. Now, constantly guys will message me, it's been like 2-3 hours since the girl's replied, and they're already freaking out, like, what the fuck, she's not replying, getting super needy, and then they send some double text, they send some needy shit, and it just fucks everything up, okay? Now, what you want to do instead is you want to ask yourself why first that you're feeling this way. Like, why are you being so needy, right? Because girls have a life too. And then from a practical standpoint, you always want to try to give it at least 24 hours before reopening. And then when you do reopen with something like this, okay? Something that shows that you expect to be replied to, but in a tongue-in-cheek kind of way, okay? Now, number 3 is not getting them to qualify. So if you go through your entire conversation without asking certain questions, figuring out whether they have certain characteristics, getting them to explain themselves, then what does that say about you, okay? It says that you would date anyone, that you have no standards, and that's not something not a way you want to come across, and it's not a mindset you want to have, okay? Instead, you want to know what you look for in a girl, and you want to ask those questions, okay? So number 4 is going sexual out of nowhere, okay? So I'll constantly see this, guys will just be having a platonic, normal conversation, then all of a sudden, they're just like, I want to put my face in your booty, okay? Super, just like out of nowhere, makes the girl feel uncomfortable, ends the conversation, very hard to come back from, okay? Now the way around this is baby stepping. So by that, I mean you start with something that's just a little bit sexual, so something like neck kisses, cuddles, and then based on her response to that, you'll know whether you can take it a little bit further or whether you should, continue on with some other conversation, whether you need to take a step back, and you'll be able to figure out how receptive she is to sexualization, okay? So this has been 4 things that are fucking up your Tinder conversations. Stop doing these, implement the things we talked about, and you'll see a massive improvement in your conversations.